Thanks, guys. We had a crazy week of college football this week. A lot of upsets. Sophia, why don't you start us off?
Yeah, my first one is previously ranked number 16 Ole Miss being number 3 Georgia and a 28-10 win. This is the first time in 4 years that Georgia has lost to a team that was not Alabama. Georgia opened the game with a 7-0 lead, but they just crumbled after that. The Ole Miss defense was the star of the game. They held Georgia to less than 250 yards and sacked the quarterback 5 times. Georgia is ranked 11 after this loss, and Ole Miss moved all the way up to 10. Ole Miss and Georgia will both need to look for a strong season finish to remain in contention for the playoffs.
Yeah, so then our next upset we have is Georgia Tech upsetting number 4 Miami 28-23. Miami finally loses after having a bunch of kind of close games. We were kind of looking for a team to finally break through and kind of get through their defense, get past Cam Ward. Now there's 3 teams really vying for that top spot in the ACC, and SMU is leading the conference in its first season in the ACC. And then we move over to UVA, upsets Pitt, number 23 Pitt. Pitt's looked really solid so far this year, and now UVA is beating them. That's 2 straight so far. And then Virginia now has a shot to be bowl eligible at 5-4.
Yeah, my second game was Kansas upsetting Iowa State 45-36. They started a strong scoring on 5 of their first 6 drives, leading 31-13 at the half, and they went into the fourth quarter up 18 points. They just never looked back. Their running back had a record-breaking performance, and Kansas will look to continue this performance when they compete against 2 ranked teams the next 2 weeks.
Moving on, we now have Heisman contenders. The Heisman race is getting close. Here's my personal Heisman contenders. Maybe I don't agree with the bettors. Maybe I don't agree with the media, but I feel like Ashton Genty is kind of in that lead role. He's on pace to get close to that Barry Sanders single-season rushing record. Who knows? He could even pass it. Then we have Travis Hunter. He's playing wide receiver and DB, but I think what kind of holds him back is he's good at both positions, but I don't know if he's elite at either of them so far this season. And then you have Dylan Gabriel, who's leading one of the hottest teams in the nation in Oregon, and he's playing out of his mind. He leads the league in a passing percentage. He's leading the Big Ten in touchdowns and in passing yards. But then there's a dark horse who's kind of creeping up from the depth. You've got Curtis Rourke. He's leading Indiana 11-0. The Big Ten is kind of wide open. It's Ohio State, it's Oregon, or it's Indiana. That seems to be the top 3 so far. And if he beats Ohio State, his chances go through the roof.
Yeah, I really like those. I also have Travis Hunter. He just plays good overall games. He's playing both sides. I think he's a big part of the success of the Colorado defense and the offense. And Colorado is currently ranked number 2 in the Big 12, so they are doing well. I also have Cam Ward, the Miami quarterback. Even though Miami lost last weekend, he still leads the FBS in both passing yards and touchdowns, and he has had a strong season overall. It'll be interesting to see how Miami rounds off the season if his good play continues.
Yeah, Cam Ward isn't always my favorite. I feel like he has helped Miami win a lot of these games, but his level of play wasn't enough to keep this loss from happening, and now I think his Heisman odds are definitely a steep climb. But that's all for us from a crazy week of college football. Passing it off to Jake, Joel, and Ryan as they give us the college football update from a crazy week in the college football world.